Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video before I lost interest, so I'm just going to tell you how the J-Park concert went. So our plan was to eat and get to the venue by 5 o'clock, but you know, just life happened and stuff, so we got there by around close to 6 o'clock. First of all, venue parking was like $15 to $20, which is not bad if you carpooled. The line was already very long. And it was cold outside, which I wasn't expecting it to be that cold, as you guys can see from my outfit that I wore. I'll show you guys what I decided on. So this is what I decided on. Basically, you guys won in the pants thing, but I kind of switched the tops, and then I went with combat boots for comfort because I'm gonna jump around. I was cold, and my friend, she was wearing long sleeves, but it was like really thin and like jeans. And she left her sweater in the car and she didn't go back and get it, so we were just out in the cold, just freezing. And we just watched How I Met Your Mother, and I ended up watching Rhythm and Flow. And then the line kind of started moving around like 6:30, and then, you know, it started on its way. So anyway, we get into the venue. I really have to use the bathroom. I don't know how I held it for like an hour. So I used the bathroom. We got in. Shouldn't have used the bathroom because there was a crowd already. And I regret not getting a seat, which I will get to later. But basically, this venue is a very small venue. It's a tabernacle, so it's mainly standing. Like literally, even though we were kind of far, we weren't that far from the stage. And then there was seats up above, which were first come first serve. So we got a cocktail. Amazing. All I told her was I want a sweet and sour cocktail, mostly sour. It was great. It was expensive, $17 with tip, but it was great, so I wasn't too mad. We were at the back of the line because I went to the bathroom. I noticed that they didn't have any merch, which was strange, I felt. So anyway, we're just standing, you know, waiting for them to come out. So the opener was Sogum, whatever her name is, I'll put it down below. She's a new artist that AOMG signed. I'm not a fan of her singing style per se. So there was only one song that I kind of was liking. I think it's the one with Hoodie in it. But she's just not really my taste. She seemed to be fluent in English, but then either she was nervous or maybe she was just fluent in a few words. Like she sounded very like natural, but really like no accent on her English. But then I'm not sure she was fluent because she started like getting nervous and like messing up. So, but yeah, she performed. It was all right for me. Everyone was very receptive and stuff. Then J-Park came out. He came out with a song I was not too knowledgeable about. I thought I knew a lot of his songs, but being at this concert, I was like, ooh, I might not know some of these songs. So he came out and stuff, and then he started talking to us like, I think it's my first time at ATL, blah blah blah. He did the ATL, like the chant and everything. And yeah, he was just like performing and stuff. And so let me tell you about a few instances. There was a very sloppy couple. I won't get too into detail, but the guy was very sloppy, flailing all over the place, hitting people in the face. I think he was drunk. He was fine before the concert started. Then he just turned really obnoxious. Like 2 or 3 people moved because he was being so rude. And I was surprised that everyone was so polite and didn't like say anything to him or push him or anything. So there's still polite people in the world. There was a guy standing in front of me blocking my view. Everyone was pretty much like, there's a lot of shorter people or people around my height, but then there was him and then this group of tall girls, and I was very upset because it's a smaller venue. So like if I had a clear shot, I might have been able to make eye contact, but that didn't work out. And then during the concert, there was like people in the right balcony, right? Because I'm facing the stage, so in the right balcony, and they were acting a fool. The guy was like doing some weird dancing and stuff. And then there was a girl that brought a sign. I think 2 girls were crying when he came out. I've never witnessed that in real life, where like fans like cry when the artist comes out. So I was hoping maybe that's not why they were crying, but both of them were crying. But anyway, all right, guys. So this is why I feel like I picked the wrong spot. Hope my boyfriend's not watching this. So I think Jay Park spotted a girl that he thought was attractive in the left balcony, because he kept looking up there. Now. He was making eye contact with a lot of people in the crowd. Oh, he also did this really sweet thing where he called these girls like pretty and like just went on this short spiel about like, thank you for coming, you ladies are beautiful, blah blah blah. And I think everyone thought, oh my god, who are these girls, blah blah blah. But I had gone over in that section earlier to see if I could stand there, and it was the handicap section, so I thought that was like really sweet. But anyway, back to the girl. So he kept making eye contact with people and, you know, making you feel special, but he kept looking up in the left balcony, like just like constantly, like he was looking all over, but he kept going back up there. At first I was like, oh okay, and then I was like, wait. And then at one point I was like, I know he saw an attractive girl, because he was mid dance, like doing his little dance break with his dancers, and he like was doing a turn. He looked into the balcony and back down into his dance, and I was like, this is no normal casual look, like giving everyone equal opportunity. This is, I saw a cute girl. I was like salty, low-key salty, very salty. I kept talking about it to my friend, yelling at her, look at him. So people were throwing things on stage, which I think he's used to by now, but someone threw something, and at first he didn't really look at it, then he glanced at it and he busted out laughing. Someone threw a pregnancy test at him, and he made a Maury joke like, I am not the father, blah blah blah. And then at one point someone threw like underwear at him, and it was like very blue in the concert hall because of like the lightings and stuff at that point, and someone threw us bright red underwear. So of course when he lifted up, everyone saw it. Midway through, for his like intermission or whatever, he brought out Ted Park, which I didn't really know that much about him. I've kind of heard a little bit of buzz about him as I'm like on YouTube, but he was interesting. He seemed like so meek, but his songs are so like crazy lit rap. I think they're a little bit more provocative than Jay Park's songs a little bit. But I was glad that Jay Park sang V, he sang Solo, Mame, he sang like all the good songs. The 2 songs that was really sad he didn't sing was Stay With Me. I really love that song. And Star. I knew he was gonna sing Star. My friend was like, he better sing Star. And I'm like, he's not. And she's like, why? Is it too old? I'm like, it's too old. But I love that song. And then the vibe was interesting at concerts. I'm getting sad going to concerts now because people are recording so much. Like I record, but I just take a few clips and then I try to enjoy the concert. But nowadays a lot of people are just like recording the whole time, so that's kind of sad. The vibe is like not as good. I just keep comparing everything to Hip Hop Playa I went to, because like if y'all go back to that video, it was so lit. Everyone was like on some next level vibing and stuff, and I was hoping this concert would be the same way, but I felt at one point Jay Park kind of got a little irritated in the concert. I don't know what happened, but that was just the look that he had. He kind of snapped out of it, but I don't know if I was imagining it. Oh, a lot of people kept pushing. It was really annoying, and as soon as the lights went down, everyone like lunged forward like before the concert started, and I was like, whoa, where did all the space come from? My friend that was in the front told me that they all pushed them in the front, and it was like really painful. At one point he made a statement and was like, hey, let's not push.
Don't push, you know, everybody, it's just the beginning of the show, so, you know, I know it can get hot, frustrating, don't push, everybody just have a good time when you're out, okay?
So that was good. The girl behind me stopped pushing me after he said that, but like, the girl behind me was touching me a lot. It was annoying. She was hitting my hair with her arm, everything. At one point I figured out it's because she was short. Then there was also like people smoking weed and cigarettes in the venue. It's so interesting, like seriously, once the lights turned off, you just smelled it. And then like I kind of glanced around to see who it was, and I literally glanced behind my friend to my left, and this girl was literally locked eyes with me, puffing out smoke like, okay, do you boo boo. There was also a very drunk girl that literally pushed through the crowd, maybe to get back to her friends, I don't know. She literally pushed through. She was being like, the way she pushed through, I was looking at her like, girl, if you know. She looks at me, she's like, and then she pushed this through other people to everyone, and literally everyone in our section's looking at her like, I feel like I had such a weird section. It was really distracting. It was really hard to enjoy the concert. I feel like maybe the people in the balcony had a better time, especially that girl. It was a very diverse concert, honestly. There was like everyone, like black, Asian, white, everything. So it was like a really good mix. Kimberly from the future here. I forgot to tell you guys, he ended with Who You, Simon D's song. Y'all, that was the most turned I was the entire concert. I was like, oh, you're talking to me. I think I scared my best friend. She was looking at me like, oh. And everyone was hype, and then we're just like, nigga, Anya. And like, we're just like jumping and stuff. That was a great song to end with. I commend Jay Park on that number. That was lit. All right, on to the rest of the video. But yeah, it was an okay concert, I feel. He did a great job of performing, just being his self, his usual Jay Park self. If y'all know Jay Park, y'all know what I'm talking about. He took off his shirt for only a portion of the concert, so. But overall, the concert was pretty good. I would go again. I don't think there was merch at all, guys. When I went to go look at the merch before we went in, like I went online to see what the options were, to see where I was going to spend my money, and you couldn't click on the merch for North America. You can only click on Asia and Europe, and I thought that was weird. And then when we were inside, we're like, okay, maybe not now, maybe after they have merch. They didn't have merch after either. So after the concert was done, we were leaving. I saw my friend that had VIP, which she met him. I didn't know they had VIP, by the way, that you can meet him, meet and greet tickets. I think they sold out that fast. Like, I literally thought it was just general admission and he wasn't doing a meet and greet. She said it was about $198, so that's not too bad. I paid like 70 something for my general admission. After talking to her, me and my friend left. We were gonna go to the car. Then we see a few girls. It wasn't a lot, maybe like 10, 15 girls. We're kind of like on this little fence thing. And I was like, what are they doing? And then I looked, I was like, oh, is that his bus? So they were waiting for him to come out. So I was like, oh, let's go, girl. So we're waiting for a hot minute. And my friend was like, do you think they would let us stand out here and wait for him if he wasn't coming? Because there was like people that were standing out there, like crew. And I was like, hopefully not. So eventually he comes out, right? Oh. So everyone's like freaking out. At this point, we had a mini little crowd around the gate, and y'all will see I was fidgeting so bad with my phone that I didn't even get a clear shot of him. I didn't get a picture, I didn't get a video, I didn't get anything. And also, so he started at the front of the line, which I don't know why I didn't stand closer. Oh my gosh. And he started taking pictures with people, and that was like so cool. Midway through, I think he got annoyed, or he could have been tired, but the girls were being super aggressive after they saw he was taking pictures. So by the time he got to our side, he literally stayed for 0.5 seconds, like 1 second. Like that was me fumbling because he stayed for 1 second before turning around and going back to the bus because he kind of looked kind of annoyed. So yeah, there goes my picture. And you know what really, I'm not blaming my best friend. I'm not blaming you, Grace. But one of the reasons I didn't get my picture was because Grace was like, get me in the picture too.
So now I'm trying to focus on getting her, me, and him in the frame. And it just didn't work out because I was like trying to get it while he was taking a picture with someone else, but it didn't work. Damn, so close. We had many regrets after that concert in terms of like meet and greet and all that jazz. So like where we stood, where we, yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I love doing these concert reviews for you guys. So if you went to J Park concert, let me know your experience. Or if you were at the Atlanta one, let me know your experience at the concert. And if you could tell what I was talking about how he kept looking at that balcony at that girl. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoy these kind of videos, let me know by subscribing, liking, sharing. Comment down below your experiences at the concert and stuff like that. I'd love to read about like what you experienced. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.